You know why I'm here? Do you know what Ice King means?
Yeah, I know what Ice King means. A big nerd.
Remember that part. It will be important at the end of the episode. But this also confirms it, you guys. This means that Jake knew that Ice King was Simon all along. And he did nothing with this information? No. But in all seriousness, this episode will be about the Ice King, who's one of my favorite characters in the entire series overall. Or well, Simon is, but it will be a while until we get there. So until then, here's the third episode of Adventure Time, Prisoners of Love. The third episode of Adventure Time introduces us to what you might call the main villain of the first season, the Ice King. And despite his significance as a character, he's only featured in 5 out of 24 episodes overall. Talk about a raw deal. You're lucky I got a sink in here. Now, the episode starts out with what I believe is one of TV's most wholesome moments. Well, this cat thing aside. No, but for real, this scene will make you happy, no matter what. Hey, what's up? Oh, hey. No, my dad just died.
Oof. Sorry about that. But have you seen this clip I found?
What? What's this?
Just look at it. Trust me.
Flats are for suckers. Just ride on my gut.
So, what do you think?
Dude.
Nice, right?
After this, we get an introduction to the penguins. And the penguins, well, they're like one of 3 elements which the Candy Kingdom consists of. You have the ice, the penguins, and of course, the Ice King.
Mathematical! What?
You guys are gonna get it.
Yeah, right, sure.
So when making these videos, I question what I see on screen and see if I can add some sort of significance to what I'm seeing. For example, in this case, upon first viewing, all you see is Finn and Jake bothering Ice King. Upon a second viewing, you see he's shoveling snow, and then you might ask, why would he be shoveling snow since he controls both snow and ice? And upon a third view, you finally notice the shoebox with a frog inside. Now, I have no idea what that means, I don't know who the frog is, but if you know what I know about the Ice King, he's not really the kind of guy who would keep a funeral. He's not really the kind of guy who would take the time to bury someone. But at the same time, this might explain why he's being so grumpy. He's in a vulnerable state because he's grieving his frog. He's easily irritable and he's ready on the verge of a breakdown. Basically, he's like me when someone's taking my favorite sandwich out of the fridge. No. No, 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 no. No, no. No, 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 no! Oh my God. No. Why? Why? So Ice King takes Finn and Jake back to his castle, where it turns out that he's kidnapped several of the princesses from the neighboring kingdoms, introducing us to just some of all the very many princesses of Oop.
What's going on?
We're all prisoners, Finn.
Ice King!
What?
Underrated joke right there. So, the Ice King is collecting princesses because I guess that's what bad guys does. But in later season, we find out that it's not just because he wants to be a bad guy, or, well, he doesn't want to be a bad guy, he's cast in that role, but we see that that's not the reason why. And the reason why is because Simon used to call his old girlfriend Princess. Thus, his new crazy riddle brain is confusing the two, making him obsessed about princesses. And the end result of that is Well,
why'd you capture 6 of them if you just want to marry one?
I'm collecting them all first to be sure I make the right choice.
but I get it, Ice King, I do. I too know what it feels like to have an obsession. The obsession, while being obsessive, is still giving you some sort of purpose in life. It's a way to keep living. And even if you don't know why, it keeps you somewhat grounded. So in his own sick and twisted way, he's just trying to find meaning to the obsessions in his mind. The obsessions we actually have no recollection of their origin of.
Can't argue with that.
He's held us here for weeks, questioning us about our favorite sports and quirky behavior. I tried to tell him as little as possible.
I mean, say what you want, but the guy is putting in the effort, right?
No, that was terrible.
A lot of people nowadays think it's so easy to kidnap princesses, that all you have to do is just to grab one. But what might seem easy on a surface level, someone has been working tirelessly hours upon hours just to achieve. But what was the topic again? Oh, right. The Ice King is keeping the princesses, the Ice King is keeping the princesses hostage and forcing them to do unspeakable things.
Add a princess and do...
I don't think I can.
Play it off, squish you into juice!
Oh, dear.
Yeah, keep playing it!
In this clip, we see the Ice King having this preconceived idea of what fun means. He thinks dancing is fun, he thinks music is fun. He thinks these things. He thinks these things because he's always been outside, looking at other people playing music and having fun, hence the disconnect between the two of having fun and what is fun to do. But Finn, Jake, and the princesses are not planning to stay in prison.
I've got a plan for how to get out of here. First, everyone needs to be dancing and laughing and saying fun things like whoopee, okay? And then when he steps inside, wham! I'm gonna beat the tar out of him with these. Everyone on board with this?
I think if everyone's saying whoopee, the plan won't work because he'll know we're faking it. I'm gonna say something fun like, oh yeah, I'm having a fun time. Oh my gosh, probably the best time I've ever had in my entire life.
Oh, LSP, why? Oh, I can't stand her. And I think a lot of why I can't stand her is that I've met maybe one too many people who just had to have their voices heard above all others. You know, the kind of people who has to top another person's story? That's LSP. And as not to be a hypocrite, I think I see a trait of that in myself. And seeing that portrayed on screen in its extremes just triggers something inside of me. LSP was the main focus of my last episode, so if you haven't checked that out yet, give it a go and see my take on Adventure Time's most obnoxious character. But also why she's an important part from a narrative standpoint in Adventure Time. And the next scene we see Finn's plans being set in motion.
We're having fun! Whoopee!
Because I left the room.
Aha! So he do have some self-awareness.
Wanna dance with us, Ice King? Come on!
Really? You want to dance with me?
And, as previously stated, this in his mind means having fun.
I feel wonderful!
This of course leads us to Finn's iconic speech.
Why are you doing this? Everyone was finally warming up to me.
No, that is not the case. You're nuts, man. And I don't know how to help you. Probably because I'm just a simple dude. But maybe you should talk to someone with more life experience, like Jake.
Whoa, Finn, what are you doing? Don't dump the Ice King on me.
Jake is a one-liner machine, that's for sure. But this scene also showcases Finn to be exceptionally wise beyond his years. To acknowledge one's own faults is actually very mature. Now that I'm thinking about it, Finn is actually probably wiser now than when he is later on in the season. Which tracks because, as opposed to many other cartoons, Finn actually ages from the age of 12 to 17 as the cartoon goes on. Just for an example, how many times have a child said something that's so profoundly true? They have this way of looking at life that's just simple, beautiful, and pure. And then you have teenagers. Teenagers think they know about life, they think they know about these complex structures, complex issues about life. But really they know nothing. Ugh, teenagers. Anyway, Finn, Jake, and the princess escape, and the Ice King is being knocked unconscious. And while unconscious, he's almost having some sort of self-realization.
Is my beard too shaggy? I try so hard to be a good husband for girls. What's wrong with
He encounters
me?
the Cosmic Owl, which is a deity in the Adventure Time universe. The Cosmic Owl represents premonition dreams, or dreams that might predict the future in some way.
You're a sociopath.
Upon meeting the Cosmic Owl, the Ice King just calls him
A big nerd.
and flies away, very similarly to how Jake called him that at the beginning of the episode. This shows us that Ice King is envious of the dynamic duo, or the gang's happiness, trying to replicate the same dynamic with himself in his own search for happiness. Regarding the Cosmic Owl, however, it's very likely that the writers hadn't put any special significance onto the owl just yet, seeing as nothing in this particular dream seems to carry any weight in the following seasons. And that pretty much wraps it up. But much in Adventure Time fashion, the episode always ends on either something jaw-dropping or something silly. And this time we got,
Fine, Princess. You shouldn't marry Finn. He pees his pants constantly, all the time.
Oh, gross! Put me down! Put me down!
Jake?
this time it turned out to be potty humor. Just a fact to remind us that this is actually a children's cartoon. But hey, I've said it before and I'll say it again. If you have the humor of a 4-year-old, like I do, you'll find it enjoyable either way. I'd just like to add something. What I find wild about the series is that every episode is just 10 minutes. And in this time span, they find the time to create something amazing and beautiful. They create a story rich with atmosphere and detail. And to top it all off, there's great comedy as well. There are stories in this series that are literally a work of art. And then there are the ones that aren't quite up to the task. But speaking of art, the title card in this episode is actually quite coherent for once. You see Finn and Slime Princess being happy together, and then you also see Ice King being very sad, which sums up the episode. And if you squint your eyes just a little bit and look down to the right, you'll find a ladybug that's crying. And it's looking up at Ice King. And the question then becomes, why is the ladybug crying? Is she crying because the Ice King hurt her in some way? Or is she longing to be like the Ice King? These are questions the creators refuse to answer me. And I need answers. Why is there a ladybug at this title card? No other theories in the whole community should hold any value after this. Why is there a ladybug in the title card? There are so many questions. I just need to figure them out. If only there was another way. Maybe the ladybug wishes to be like Ice King, but that what would happen if you were to put the wishing crown on the ladybug? Now, I want to hear your thoughts about the ladybug, and I want to hear about Ice King, so please leave a comment, and thanks for watching. Oh, thank God the microphone is on.